That's good. That's a good place to start.
Okay.
Doing what you can do.
And I have it plugged into my TV, so I'm over here on the floor, but you can't see me, but I'm.
This setup with Zoom is that I can't really correct anyone because I can't really see you. In fact, I can't really I feel kind of like I'm teaching in a room by myself.
Yeah.
to no one, but I've gotten used to it. Which will be interesting when this is all over, to have people around again. I don't know. I think it'll take me some time to get used to watching people again. Anyways, we're going to begin. If you have a pillow that you can sit on, that's always a good option to have close to you. And I am not going to do TheraBands today, because I've been discovering some exercises that are kind of like the TheraBands, without the TheraBands. So it just takes a little bit more time to get the muscles heated, but it's super powerful and good for building like shoulder strength and arm strength and things like that. So today we will begin with a nice warm up on all fours with cat-cow. Oh, and if you could mute yourself, that is much appreciated, just because then I don't get feedback. Sometimes weird noises will come through the computer, and that's always a little awkward. Okay, so we're going to begin on all fours. So find yourself with your knees and hips aligned, and then shoulders and elbows and wrists aligned. And we inhale, looking up. And then we exhale, pull the belly in and round. Nice and easy. Moving into one arch and out. And the key here is linking the breath. So we exhale as we pull our belly in and round. Inhale as we arch. Exhale as we pull our belly in and round. Inhale as we arch. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Come to neutral spine. We're going to be doing diagonal, so we extend our right leg back behind or left. Just make sure that the opposite arm is then forward. So opposite arm is leg, and then we exhale, bend elbow to knee. Inhale, extend nice and long. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend elbow to knee. One more. And place hands and knees down for the other side. Start with the leg, extend that. Take the opposite arm, extend, and elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale. And exhale. And place the hands and knees down and come back to your cat-cow. So simple arching. Exhale, belly pulls in towards the back of the body. Inhale, arching. Exhale, belly pulls in towards the back of the body. And we're going to add toes and knees. So we're going to tuck our toes, and as we arch, our knees are down. And then as our belly pulls in, we're going to lift the knees off just a little bit to hover. And then place down, arch on the inhale. Exhale, pull the belly in, lift the knees. Inhale, arch. Exhale, pull the belly in, lift the knees. Inhale, arch. Exhale, pull the belly in, lift the knees. Inhale, arch. Exhale, pull the belly in, lift the knees. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Last one. And exhale. And untuck the toes and just kick out those feet a little bit. Sometimes having the toes tucked for a long time can be a big stretch. So, and then also come up onto the wrists and then flip them and just give them a little extra stretch too, because sometimes being on the wrists like that can give your wrists a little ache in the joint. So just undo that, never forcing anything, and then roll out the wrists here. Good. And then we're going to find a nice comfortable seat. So if you have a block or a pillow, you can sit underneath that. And we're going to sit cross-legged or whatever feels most comfortable for you at this moment. And then we're going to do some arm work. So we should be nice and warm in the lower half of our body and our mid area from all that work. Our shoulders are starting to heat up. So we're going to have the hands out here and palms are down. And then we're going to exhale, palms up, elbows into the waist. Out and in. Out, exhale in. Out, exhale in. Out, exhale in. And so you're flipping your wrists here. Flipping your wrists, but also rotating in your shoulder joint here. So exhale in. And we're actually going to speed up a bit so that we can get some warmth and heat in our shoulder joint. So we're rotating in that shoulder joint, and you can feel as you speed up a bit, you're not going to be able to hold that breath pattern of exhale, exhale, unless you're going to maybe be a quick inhale, quick exhale, which you don't need to do. At this point, you don't need to do. You can let go of the breath pattern and just do the movement quickly so that we get nice and warm. That's it. So you can feel that heat building. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. And then we're going to extend out. Our palms are down and we're going to draw little circles, little circles. And don't worry about the direction that you're going, because we'll reverse the direction in a tiny bit. So we're doing little circles, heating up again, the shoulder joint area. And those shoulder joints are ball and socket joints. So they should have nice range of motion, and reverse the direction, little circles. And you can feel the heat building here. And at any point in time, if it's just getting a little too intense, take a moment, take a breath, and then go back. It's okay to take a moment and take a breath. At any point in time during this work, you can take a moment and take a breath. And guess what? I can't see you really, so I won't really know. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So no one's judging. I wouldn't judge you in class either, I promise. Okay, so we're gonna bring our elbows together. I'm gonna roll up my sleeves so you can see. My elbows are touching and my palms are touching. And here we're gonna go up, 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 just little pulses. And we're gonna keep those elbows together. Now this might get challenging, so we might need to interlace our fingers just to keep everything locked together. Up, up. And keep breathing. Again, it's little pulses, and your arms should feel really warm at this point. The shoulder joint, the biceps, triceps, even your upper back should feel warm. So here we go, just a little bit more. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. We're gonna walk our hands back behind us, and the palms are down on the ground if we can. And then we're going to arch back and give our shoulders a nice stretch. Shoulders, chest, a nice stretch. And out to the sides. We're going to switch our leg position. So we're going to take one of our feet, if you're in cross-legged, and we're going to put it behind us. So we're in what I would call like a ballet position or a Martha Graham position. I think she did a lot of this kind of work here in this seated fourth position, ballet terms. Okay, so we're going to first stretch over to the side. We're going to stretch over to the side where the foot is back behind us, right here. So we switch over, stretch over to the side, and then come down. Place the hand on the other side and reach up and back, lifting the hips high. And then place your seat down, stretch over to the side, and hand down on the other side. Reach up and back, lift the hips. And down, stretch over to the side. And over to the other side. Reach up and back. And down. Reach over to the side. And over to the other side. Lift the hips up and back. And one more. Over to the side. And lift up and back. And down. We're going to rock back onto our hips and swing our feet both so that they're forward. And then we're going to lift those toes and lift those hands. You can lift those hands and balance and bridge like this, or you can grab underneath the thighs and balance and bridge like this. Not bridge, sorry, boat. So your boat, yoga term, is balanced or being held and balanced. And we're just going to breathe here and hold this position. So here we're working our abdominals, but finding stillness while working in those abdominals. And place the feet down. And then we're going to take the other side. So if we were sitting cross-legged, we take the other knee back behind us. So we know, okay, we went to this side last time, now we're going to this side. We're going to start with the one where the foot is back behind us. And we're going to stretch over to the side here. And then place the hand down on your other side and reach up and back, lifting the hips. And stretch over to the side. And over to the other side, we reach up and back. And placing the hips down, reach over to the foot that's back behind you. And reach up and back. And hips down, reach over to the side. And hips come up, reach up and back. And one more, over to the side. And down, up and back. Place the hips down and rock back, feet forward again. We're going to come back into that balanced boat position. So here we are. You can have the hands grabbing underneath the thighs, or you can have the hands out to the sides, and we just work on our balance here, and we breathe, and we're holding. Getting nice and warm and stretched out before we go deep into our core work. Take a nice deep breath here. And exhale, feet down. And we're going to extend the feet forward. So I'm going to try this work facing forward into the camera today versus side. But we're sitting nice and tall. You can still be sitting up on a pillow at this point. So this whole amount of work here can be done on a pillow if you'd prefer. And we're going to exhale round over the legs. Inhale, straight. Now, try and keep the feet flexed. Exhale, belly in, round over. Inhale, sitting nice and tall and straight. Exhale, round over the legs. Inhale, sitting nice and tall and straight. Exhale, round over the legs. Inhale, sitting nice and tall and straight. Exhale, reaching forward, round. And straight. Exhale, belly goes in towards the spine, and we round. Inhale, nice and straight. And exhale, round. Inhale, nice and straight. So now we're going to come back and we're going to scoop in the abdominals. And I'm going to turn to the side so that you can see kind of more what I'm doing. We exhale, scoop back, like we're scooping out the abdominals here. And then we inhale, nice and tall and straight. Exhale, scoop back, belly goes in. Inhale, nice and tall and straight. Exhale, scoop back. Inhale, nice and tall and straight. Exhale, scoop back. Inhale, nice and tall and straight. Exhale, scoop back. Inhale, nice and tall and straight. Exhale, scoop back. Inhale, nice and tall and straight. And two more. And last one. And now opening the legs up so that they're in a wide V. We're going to twist. So hands on our shoulders, and we inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And one more set. And last one. And center. Hands are out for our saw. We combined the up and over with the twist. So we exhale, twist, cross the hand over the leg and up and over. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist, cross the arm over the leg, up and over. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist, up and over the leg. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist, up and over. 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 Inhale, Exhale, up and over. Inhale, exhale, up and over. One more set. And one more. Good work. Now coming down onto our back. So we're going to come down onto the back. Make sure you have enough room for your hands to go back behind you and out to the sides. Whoops, I don't quite have that room. And hands go back behind you, but they are hovering above the ground. So we inhale, and then we exhale, sweep the hands down, and we curl up, looking through our knees. Inhale, up and back, and exhale, curl up. Inhale, up and back, exhale, curl up. Inhale, up and back, exhale, curl up. Inhale, up and back, exhale, curl up. Now we're going to add a little bit of a pulse. So we're going to come up and pulse. 1, 2, 3, and sweeping back. Exhale, curl up, pulse. 1, 2, 3, and sweeping back. And exhale, pulse. 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 And sweeping back. Last one. Exhale. And sweeping back. Hands go out to the sides and knees come in a bit. So walk the feet just a little bit closer to your seat. And then we're going to drop the knees on one side and then back to center. Drop them to the other side and back to center. So it's just like a windshield wiper, which thank goodness today we do not have to use our windshield wipers. Only in Pilates, and they're not really windshield wipers, they're legs. So it's such a beautiful day, and maybe we just need to clean our windshields. Okay, so let's bring our knees up to tabletop for the next variation of windshield wiper knees. So we go out to the side and we exhale back to tabletop. Inhale over to the other side. Exhale back to tabletop. So it's just dropping on the inhale. Exhale, belly comes in and brings the knees upright. Dropping to the other side. Exhale, belly comes in, knees upright. Really link the breath to the movement. That exhale will draw the belly in and contract the abdominals so that you're lifting your legs back to center with your core. And 2 more. And place the feet down and sweep the hands down by your sides. Now, once again, walk those feet in so that they're close to your seat. And we're going to come into bridge roll-ups. So we tuck the pelvis and we lift the hips up into a bridge, and then we lengthen and lower down. And we tuck and we lift, and we lengthen and lower down, and tuck, and lift, and lengthen and lower down. Just a little quicker in this class than I usually have us rolling through, just to keep our heat in our body. So just a little quicker. And then we're going to come into an up position and hold the up. We're going to bend one of our knees in, extend, and sweep down. Bend in, extend, and sweep down. Bend in, extend, and sweep down, like a one-footed bicycle. And bend, extend, and sweep. And bend, extend, and sweep. And then place the foot down and slowly come down. And then readjust, rolling back up. Other leg, we lift and sweep, bend, extend, and sweep, bend, extend, and sweep. One-footed bicycle, bend, extend, and sweep, bend, extend, and sweep, bend, extend, and sweep. One more. And place the foot down and roll back down. Extend both legs long on your mat. And exhale, draw one leg up and inhale, lengthen and lower down. Other leg, exhale for the lift, inhale, lengthen and lower. So exhale, lifting, inhale, lengthen and lower. Exhale, lifting, inhale, lengthen and lower. That's it, and we're switching legs, going from left to right. Make sure you're linking that breath with the movement. The exhale draws the belly in and is what allows the leg to be lifted from your core. You can most definitely lift your leg using other muscles than your core. But here we're focusing on lifting our limbs with our powerhouse muscles that are in our core torso area. And last set. Last one. And bend the knees, coming into a tabletop position. We're going to do toe drops down. So one toe drops, exhale, back tabletop. Other toe drops, exhale, back tabletop. Similar as what we were doing before, but we're resting in the upper position versus the lower position. Hi. You can give it to me, Ariana. I'll continue my exercises. My daughter. I'll show you the picture that she took after class of our dog wearing swim goggles. It's never a dull moment, at least in my house. And exhale, tabletop. And exhale, tabletop. And let's do one more set. And place both feet down and extend both legs and stretch the fingers above the head. Stretch out the fingers, stretch out the toes. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come down, and we're going to bring our knees into bent positions, feet down, and we're going to extend our right leg. I'm going to do my left leg so you can see it a little better. So we're going to extend it. It's hovering above the ground, and then we're going to draw it over to the side, and then we're going to draw it straight up. And then we're going to draw it down, hovering above the ground, over to the side, straight up. So it's like a half circle and down. over to the side, and straight up and down, over to the side. We're trying to keep our torso on the mat and down. And it's really this position right here where you're over to the side and then you're coming into the center line that you're working so hard in your core. Over to the side, straight up and down, and then bend the knee, place the foot down for the other side. We hover the leg, and then we go over to this side and straight up and back to hovering. Over to the side and straight up and hover. Over to the side and straight up and hover. So we're trying to establish both hips are down on the ground. And this knee that's bent is not moving out to the side when the leg goes out to the side. We're keeping it right straight up. And we're having to work our torso, our core, and stabilizing to come back into center line. One more. Over to the side. Straight up and hover and place the foot down. Bend both knees into the chest and give yourself a nice squeeze. Inhale and exhale. And we're going to round up here. So our knees are bent in, and then we're going to allow one leg to extend, keeping one knee bent in. And then we're going to switch. And we've rounded up. Our head is lifting. We're switching legs. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. You can always take your hands behind your head here if you want to help keep your head up. Or you can grab your knee and pull it in, bending and switching and bending and switching. And we're going to now, all of us, take our hands behind our head because we're going to cross elbow to knee and elbow to knee and elbow to knee and elbow to knee. So cross over the body, over. Exhale as you cross. Inhale in between. Exhale as that elbow comes towards the knee. Inhale as you transition. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release the head down. Keep the knees bent in. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Extend both toes straight up. Flex the feet. Open the toes so that the feet are in a V position. The toes are apart, but heels are touching. And we extend the legs out to the sides in a wide V. Exhale, heels together. Open to a wide V. Exhale, heels together. Open and exhale, squeeze. And open, exhale, squeeze. Open and squeeze. Open and squeeze. And 2 more. And last one. And bend the knees. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Come to tabletop, hands are down. So we're going to do one-legged bicycle here. We're going to extend the foot, sweep it down, bend the knee in. One leg at a time. So we're working with the right leg and bend the knee in, extend and hover, bend the knee in extend and hover, bend the knee in, extend and hover, bend the knee in, extend and hover, bend the knee in. One more. And switch to the other side. Extend the leg and lower, bend the knee in, extend, 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 lower, bend the knee in, and one more, and bend both knees in, give them a hug, take a nice deep breath. And placing the feet down, coming up into your bridge position. We're going to drop the hips about an inch or maybe two, and then lift them up. Drop and lift, drop and lift, drop and lift. It's very little movement here, and we're going to speed it up. So we drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, trying to get that heat in the back area of the body where the glutes and the hamstrings attach, and back into little tiny pulses that slow down, and drop and lift, drop and lift. Two more. And lower all the way down. Bend the knees into the chest and curl up the head. We're going to extend both legs and arms here. Extend out and exhale, bring it in like a little ball. Extend out, exhale, bring it in. It's hard for me to talk during this work because I will get winded. So extend out, exhale, bring it in. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Head down and extend the legs long. Reach out the fingers, reach out the toes. Give it a breath. And hands down by your sides. We're going to roll over into a nice stretch for our abdominals. So we're going to place the hands right underneath the shoulders, and we're going to have the feet so that they're out in like a V. So unlike your traditional cobra, it's a nice wide open cobra. So hands are under the shoulders, and we push all the way up here, and then we slowly lengthen and lower down. So roll ups, head lifts, press into the hands, stretch, and slowly lengthen and lower down. And head lifts, push into the hands, and stretch, and slowly lengthen and lower down. And push into the hands, and up, hold. And then we're going to, on the lowering, lift our legs. So bend the elbows, lower the torso down, and then we lift both legs up and lower, push into the hands and up into your cobra, and then lower down And lift both legs up once the head is down. And lower, lift the head. Push into the hands and lift up. And then bend the elbows as the head lowers to the mat. Forehead, we lift both feet up. And lower the feet as we lift the head and push into the hands. And as we lower the torso, lift the feet. And one more, just so we get used to it. Lifting up and lift the legs and lower. Coming into our diagonals, so our hands are out in a V, and our feet are out in a V. And we're going to lift right leg, left arm up into your diagonal and lower down. Lift other arm and leg up and lower down. And lift and lower and lift and lower. Now our head is looking down at our mat so that we don't put extra tension in the neck. Just working those diagonals. And we're going to come into our swimming, and we'll do swimming for 1 minute. So I have my clock. I won't make you go over. Place both hands and feet down. Take a nice deep breath. And lift both hands and feet and pulse. Kick, kick, kick. Flap, flap, flap those little arms. And kick, kick, kick those little legs. It's little, it's quick movement. And our head is looking down at the mat, so there's no extra tension in the head or the neck. And we're breathing, and we're breathing at our own time. This is one of those exercises that is quick, so it heats up the body, but it also pulls the heart rate up. So keep going. We're halfway there. Keep breathing. At any point in time, if you need to give yourself a break, then do so. And then come back at it, because we're almost at the end of our minute, and it really is just 1 minute of our day. Keep breathing, keep extending, keep kicking, pulse, pulse, kick, kick, and release down. Bend the knees and have the feet drop side to side like windshield wipers. And feet come down on the mat, and they come together so that they're one unit now. And we extend our hands back out into that V. So this is just the arms and upper back that are working. So we keep our legs anchored to the mat, and we lift both hands and arms off. Bend the elbows to the sides. Extend the hands back behind us, and then sweep them forward. Bend, extend, and sweep. 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 2 more. And last one. And place the hands down underneath your shoulders and pushing all the way up and back. We're going to rest in child's pose for a few breaths to stretch out our back. So you can rest with your hands down by your sides or your hands out in front of you. Either way, one with the hands in front of you, stretched out in front of you, actually has a really nice release in your neck. So if you put extra tension in your neck, during that work. Release it with the hands out in front of you. And if not, you can place the hands behind you. And then slowly coming up, we're going to come on to our side for side leg series. So position your body in the middle of your mat, and we're going to start with this bottom leg. The knee is going to be bent. So here the bottom leg is bent and the top leg is hovering. And we want to imagine as if there's, hi Daisy. Ariana, can you get Daisy out of the room, please? Hi. Hi. Because all she'll do is lick my face. Okay. Bye-bye, Daisy. Okay. So we're going to imagine as if our foot, our leg is on a table, and we're going to kick that leg forward and then back. And we're imagining that there's this table. So we kick forward and back, and our leg that's hovering stays on the same line. It doesn't drop. So we kick forward and back. Come on, honey, get the dog out of the room. Keep the door closed, please. Forward and back and forward and back and forward and back. Now we're going to go forward and then straight up and back down and forward, straight up and back down and forward, straight up and back down and forward, straight up, back down, and one more. And we're going to go forward and back. So now we're going to extend both legs so that they're long along the mat. And we're going to go and drop this top foot behind the leg that's on the ground and then in front of the leg that's on the ground. So behind and front, behind and front. And have that other hand support your chest here. Behind and front, behind. So that you're not wobbling in your torso. The torso stays nice and still. So we're not rocking forward and back with the torso. It's just the leg that's moving. And you should feel that heat. So just give it a couple more. And last one. And release. Bend the knee and place the foot in front of the bottom leg. Extend your arm and extend the head down. For this bottom foot, we're going to draw a little circle, little circle. Now we're going to pick up the speed of that circle. So it's a little circle and it's a little fast circle. We want to get that inner thigh triggered and heat going in there really quickly. So, little fast circle. And release down. We're going to take both knees and we're going to bend them into 90-degree angles. And then we're going to take the top hip and we're going to push it away with our hand to make sure that our hips are stacked on top of each other. Place the hand down and just lift the knee and lower. And lift for clam and lower. and lift, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release down the knees. And we're going to lift the feet off. Both of them are off, and we're going to do the same work. Lift the top knee and lower, keeping the feet lifted. Lift the top knee and lower. Lift, 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 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the feet down and knees down. Take the bottom arm, reach it forward, and take the top arm and reach it back so that we're resting for a few breaths in a twist. And untwisting yourself and coming over onto your other side. Now we find ourselves in the middle of the mat. And then we have, just like we did on the other side, we bend that bottom leg so that it kind of works like an anchor for us. And then our top foot is hovering. It should be in line with your hip. So whatever that looks like, but we don't want it too high. We don't want it too low. So then we're going to imagine as if there's a table, a nice smooth table that we are running the leg across and behind, in front and behind. And I apologize if this side is a little bit different than the other side. Count wise, it's hard for me to keep track of the number that we do on one side when my dog is licking me in the face. and my daughter brought her in on purpose. So sweeping in front and sweep behind. I'll try and make it as even as possible. And 2 more. Last one, like this. And then we go forward, straight up with the leg, and sweep the foot down and forward. So we're doing another half circle and down, forward, up and down, and forward, up and down, sweeping forward and straight up and down, sweep forward, straight up and down, sweep forward, straight up and down. And then we're going to extend both legs so that they're nice and long on the mat. And we're going to draw that foot, the top foot behind, and then tap it forward and tap behind and tap it forward. It's a little movement, but powerful for the hips. So we go forward and back and forward and back. And we're trying to keep our torso from rocking, that rocking forward and back. And in order to keep our torso, sometimes we need to place that hand right in front of the chest to stabilize our torso, and just use the movement in the legs, forward and back, forward and back. Nice little taps. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bend that top leg, extend the bottom arm, press the head down. We lift that bottom leg off and we draw a little circle. And remember, we're going slow at first, so we get used to that circular motion. Little circle, And then we're going to speed up the circle. So you might need to make it a little smaller. Speed it up so that we can get the heat going in the hips, in the inner thighs. It's so good to use this exercise to protect your knees. The stability of your knees are so important for those of you that are really hypermobile. And for those of you that aren't as hypermobile, it's still good to maintain strength in these joints. These joints are the problem joints as we get older. So good to keep strong and flexible. To keep moving in that little circle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release down. And bend both knees. We're going to take the top hand and push the top hip away. So both knees are in 90-degree angles for a clam, and that top hip is pushed away. And then we lift the top knee and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And both feet lift. And then lift the top knee with the feet lifted. Lift and lower. Lift and lift. Internal and external rotation in the hip sockets. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the feet down. Reach the bottom arm forward and top arm back behind you, resting for a couple of breaths in your twist. And rolling over, and we're going to push ourselves all the way up to a nice, comfortable seating position where you can sit nice and tall, and we're going to stretch all the way up with our hands up above, stretch out the top of the head, and then place the hands together. Feel the balance through the center and lengthening down through our seat. And inhale, stretch. And exhale, down through the center line, nice and balanced and connected. Inhale, stretching up and down through the center line, finding that balance and lengthening down through the tailbone. Hands on the thighs, just the breath now. Inhale all the way up through the top of the head. And exhale down the center line, all the way down to your seat. Thank you for coming to class. And as promised, here's my daughter's artwork.
It's funny. I really liked seeing your daughter and your dog.
Well, my daughter's getting ready for swim lessons at the Y next week. So I think this is what is going on in her world. Thank you all for coming today. I really appreciate everyone who comes to these live sessions because it makes my work easier knowing there's people out there.
Oh, shoot, you froze. Are you still there, Sarah?
Thank you for